Welcome to the next episode of Monday Mindset Matters. These quick meet-of-the-moment episodes offer you some tools and biblical encouragement to help you, the Christian educator, no matter what role you have on campus, stay connected, stay grounded, and stay prayed up so you can be the light in the middle of this trauma-responsive movement. So, let's get right to it.
Welcome to the Society's Child podcast, where we have real conversations about being a trauma-responsive educator in the midst of a significant mental health crisis. Hi, I'm Trish Senzak, a former educator, compassion advocate, and Jesus lover, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Are you feeling confuzzled about your students' behavior and needs? You're not alone. If trauma-informed strategies leave you wondering, what's next? Don't worry. My friend, I've been there too. As a foster mom and a child of complex trauma mixed with my experience as a teacher, it's led me to finding a compassionate, whole child approach that's evidence-based, practical, and transformational, and I'm so eager to share it with you. Whether you want to connect with your students on a deeper level, create a trauma-sensitive environment, or you just need a little bit of encouragement or support, you're in the right place. So grab a drink, a pen, or your earbuds, and let's work together to create a safe and student-attuned trauma-responsive school culture. Society's children need you, so let's get started.
Hi friends, happy Monday. I'm excited to be here with you and talk to you today about running the race well. But before we get started, I really wanted to take a moment to say thank you to Wright Jennifer for an amazing review. And it's titled, If You Homeschool, You Need This Show. The Breaking Yelling Habit episode was a hard one to listen to, but the compassion and grace that Trish gives overworked moms and educators, I'm both since I homeschool full-time, is both actionable and caring for someone like me. Yelling at our kids out of fatigue or stress can be a habit that can be broken. Thank you, Wright Jennifer. I appreciate you listening to the show. And for those of you listening in, I hope you're finding something amazing that's helpful in this. And if you do, please take a moment to offer this show and forward it to your friends and educators. Talk about it and get people to listen. And please take a moment, just like Wright Jennifer did, and leave a review for the show, because that is how other people find it. The more reviews we have on this, preferably 5-star reviews, the more people will be able to pick up and find this show and find some helpful content for them as well. So today's Monday Mindset Matters scripture comes from 1 Corinthians 9:24 through 27. And it says, "Do you not know that in a race all runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Therefore, do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize." My friends, I chose this particular scripture today to encourage you on a Monday at the end of your school year. Many of you guys are running ragged right now and trying to finish up the year and get everything all done so that you can leave for the summer, or at least have a little break before you begin teaching summer school. So I want to encourage you to continue running with purpose and dedication. You're dedicated for what you do. Aim for this eternal prize. What you're doing, I know, feels like in the moment, but I want to encourage you to remember to keep that eternal prize that God has promised us before you. So run in a way that you're getting that prize. You're doing what He asked, and that's working with the least of these. And stay committed to that strict training so that you will excel in what you're doing, knowing that your efforts are for lasting impact, so that your work is not in vain. Really strive and think that this will be something that lasts forever. My impact on these students' lives is a forever thing, and I want to encourage you guys to do that. So run with clear intention, clear focus. Don't be aimless about it. I would encourage you to really trust that each step that you have and that you're doing, if you're staying in connection with God and with Jesus' teachings, it is for a divine purpose. Don't run aimlessly. Though this end of the year and what you do and what you face on a daily basis can be challenging, I really want to ask you to continue to dedicate yourself to learning and growth, especially when it comes to the trauma-informed strategies. It helps create that safe and supportive environment for the students. And if you're dedicated to that, to learning and adapting and striving, then you are creating a place for healing and growth for your students. And it's in these moments of exhaustion that we feel like we want to give up and we want to just be done. But I want to encourage you to really, this is where you really strongly need to anchor yourself in the faith and trusting that whatever efforts you're making, no matter how small, they're making a meaningful difference in your students' lives. So keep at it with humility and perseverance and draw strength from the community of people around you, the professionals that you have at your fingertips, knowing that all of you guys together, if you will work with an environment together, you can create a safe haven for these kids. So here's what I want to encourage you to do. Number one, start each day, especially right now, with prayer and reflection. If you begin in a moment of prayer, it'll help you center your thoughts and align your mindset with God's, and He will give you the guidance and wisdom and strength you need to get there. And if you've got a lot of worries and stresses, put them at the feet of Jesus, my friend. Approach each day with renewed strength and clarity. Remember that verse that talks about renew our minds every day. Start each day with prayer and reflection. That's the first thing. Number two, I want to encourage you to create a positive affirmation or scriptural focus, especially right now, that you can use this as your strength. Maybe find a scripture on perseverance or resilience or God's faithfulness and put it on a sticky note or a card or somewhere visible on your desk or on your computer monitor. So throughout the day, you can revisit that and maybe it will be uplifting and motivate you in your mindset. It is a weary time of the year. And so that is so important. We find ways to keep our focus where it needs to be. And then the last one for you, I want to encourage you to practice gratitude and really celebrate those small victories. As you're thinking about your year and you're thinking about saying goodbye to this group of students, intentionally cultivate that attitude that has gratitude in it. And it sounds like a trite saying, but that attitude of gratitude helps us focus on the blessings and the positives. You've seen change in these students this year. So where are the blessings? What joy have they brought to you? Inside and outside the classroom, what has your family done that's brought you joy? Your attitude of gratitude doesn't have to be around your students, but at the end of the day, take a few moments to reflect on just any small victories in your personal life or in the classroom, on the campus, whether it's a student breakthrough, a family challenge that was overcome, a supportive colleague, a peaceful moment in the middle of all the chaos. Just acknowledge and celebrate anything small that you can find. It will really inspire you. It will change your mindset and give you a sense of purpose and fulfillment for the week. And so for the kids, I just want to remind you to continue to create safe spaces, especially in this time of year. Some kids in trauma don't like to say goodbye, especially if you have the same students all day long. It's going to be important that they're able to express the ability to say goodbye. And maybe it involves facilitating classroom discussions or an activity boards where they can share their thoughts and really have that open communication and empathy about what it is for them to have this purpose and this ending. Then I would encourage you to incorporate mindfulness and reflection practices with them. It's important. They might have these brief moments of mindfulness, these deep breathing guided exercises, because maybe they're having anxiety about not seeing you anymore. Maybe they're having anxiety of not coming to a safe place at school. Maybe they're having a hard time going home. And I know that educators, you can provide these opportunities for kids and remind them of these coping strategies that they have as they're going on. So maybe even through discussion prompts or however you can encourage them to process their emotions and these experiences. It's a great supportive environment for them before they're home all summer. And then lastly, empower your students to think about acts of service or kindness over the summer. Maybe encourage them by showing them what that looks like and talk about that within the school community. And then encourage them to maybe write a letter to somebody or commit to something that's a meaningful act of service out there in the world over the summer. And maybe give them that challenge and say, hey, come back and find me at the beginning of the school year. I would love to hear what you did for your act of kindness. The end of the year is wrought with a lot of emotions, a lot of weariness, and a lot of exhaustion, and a lot of anticipation and excitement of being done and what's up for the summer, right? So I pray that this has been helpful for you, and I pray that you find something that you can take away and that you can bring to your classroom. Have a great week, my friends. I hope you found something encouraging and inspiring in this episode of Monday Mindset Matters.
It is my hope that these episodes meet you right where you are, because your Monday mindset matters. More importantly, your mindset matters all the time. Remember, stay connected, stay grounded, and stay prayed up. Our kids depend on it.
If you're looking for ways to build more peace in your career, I've created a list of 75 affirmations based on 25 Bible scriptures, and I'd love to share it with you and help you keep your sanity. You can go to trishz.com/Bible-AFFS. That's AFFS for affirmations. I'll also leave the link in the show notes for you too. Until next time, my friend. Hey, amazing educators, thanks for tuning in. If you found this episode helpful, I'd love for you to hit subscribe and leave a review. Even better, share this episode with a colleague. And hey, I'd love to connect with you on social media. You can even join my Facebook group for some extra support and a dash of inspiration. I've left all the links in the show notes. Until next time, my friend, remember, you're not alone on this journey. You've got this. Keep making a difference and stay teach-tastic.